it takes 663 people every night to make all of our houses and scares open. That's just the performers. That's not the technicians. That's not anybody backstage. Why do we hire 1,000? Because real life happens. So we have what we call sub-performers. These are people that are scheduled on specific nights to come in and fill in for call-ins. For those folks, we have an entire second set of costumes for every single venue. Now, some of them do double over. There are modifications to them, but we have a ton of costumes, makeup, and special prosthetic effects that we utilize for this event. Now the most important part, casting and training. A haunt is only as good as its performers. A haunt is only as good as its performers. Animations are great. I love them. They're really cool. Scening is great because it gives the performers a place to play. But neither of these things really scare you. What scares you are the individuals who we bring on. Now, we are very, very lucky that the folks that you saw tonight roaming around down here, these are all people who started with Howl-O-Scream and now work for us year-round. So we've been able to find other positions. Some of these performers, for example, work in our new Sesame Street Safari of Fun. A couple of them are stage managers in the park.
Zombie to Big Bird in one.
There you are. We start our auditions in July, and the July auditions are what we call our reunion auditions. This is where we invite anyone who has ever worked for our event back, and they get to audition first. They get the first crack at the jobs. What's interesting is, last year, after our reunion auditions, we were 60% cast. So we have a huge return rate. There are 3 performers who have been with us every single year as a performer. They've been with us all 3 years. All 10 years. Yeah, 3 people have been with us all 10 years. Sorry, I haven't slept in 2 days. I'm sure you guys understand that. Now what we do is we audition in groups. We audition in groups of 10. We test people's boo-ability. So we line them up, we have them play some rather sinister improv games, and then we put them through what we call our gauntlet, which is basically a fabricated wall that we have in our rehearsal halls that have multiple drop doors, overhead scares, underhead scares, various forms of startle scares. And we actually test them, scaring us as we walk up and down. If you see Alex roaming around, is Alex up here? No? He's probably down tending to the monsters. Alex is the operations manager for the event, and Alex helps us run the auditions. And he basically walks up and down that gauntlet, and people scare him day after day after day. All right? The coolest thing about our training, too, is we're very focused on safety. Safety is job 1. And I'm the guy who wants to scare everybody, but if it ain't safe, we ain't going to do it. It's that simple. You may have seen some of our sliders performing down there. Sliders are probably the most watched of our performers. They have a 0 tolerance. 1 incident, they're gone. And they know it. That's why we have had this many incidents in our event with sliders. They know it up front. And there they are, as a matter of fact. The training that they go through as a slider is really rather rigorous. And I don't know, does anybody here slide? Anybody slide? Yeah. I used to. I used to. I haven't in 2 years, and I promised the guys that I will slide this year. I may break something. But the training that they go through, and they don't slide until I say they can slide in our park. So. And the same attention to safety happens in our shows as well. This is a picture of Dr. Frankenstein, who hangs out in our Fiends show, which has been around almost as long as the event has. And that's where our nurses, that's the show our nurses are. Nurses! And as you well know, the coolest people on the planet are people who want to come and work in Haunt. They're the kindest, they're the most dedicated, and the most sinister you will ever meet in your entire life. And these are just some of our miscreants that we bring in. That is how we put together Howl-O-Scream. Now this is a very light, sort of a light version. For those of you who are going to be over in Orlando tomorrow, Robbi and I will be doing a keynote session, which is a little bit more expanded, called Monsters for the Masses. And what we're going to do in that is kind of break down theories and concepts that theme parks use that can be applied to independent haunts, home haunts, or other theme park haunts. So if you're available to come to that, please come and join us, because we'd love to see you again. At this point, we'd like to open up for questions. If you have any questions at all about our event, yes sir? What size PVC do we use for our slider shin guards?
6 inch.
This big. 6 inch. 6.